So the first audio is created the 23rd of May 1974. There is not a lot of importance in this audio, and it was only created so Richie can introduce himself to you and you can understand a little bit what's going on. He tells you about the animatronics being tested and that everything's going fine.
Hoax supervisor asks us to present the documentation of the animatronic state by tomorrow. So, yeah, better get that ready soon. And, oh, I guess that's it.
In this second audio is created the 18th of June 1974. Here, Richie sounds like he's in a sewer or something.
Hey,
And he talks about two important things. The first one, he mentions that there was a lockdown on Bon's Burgers, and he says that it was due because of a bug infection.
Apparently the lockdown was because of some infestation or something. You know, like bugs. So just a heads up, you can still kind of smell the chemicals and whatnot.
This is probably not true, and it was probably because 7 days before this audio was created, Jack Walten disappeared. And Felix, without really knowing what to do, decided to create the lockdown. He also says that from now on, only authorized personnel can go near the animatronics. This will be important in the future when we get to the deaths of the characters.
From next week onward, all animatronics will be cleaned and checked by authorized personnel. Nobody else is permitted to go near them until further notice.
This third audio is created the 27th of June 1974. Here, Richie talks about the Poker Maze. The Poker Maze was a place that we first saw on the Walten Fight 4 teaser, and we know very little about. We know that it's inside Bon's Burgers, and it's like a kid's attraction, but we haven't never seen inside. Richie says that you should be careful so no one gets lost inside.
If you can, keep an eye on the Poker Maze. It's pretty easy for kids to get lost in there. So yeah, you know, you just don't want anything like that happening.
Richie also says that now that the animatronics are not performing, that you will be paid extra if you use a Bond's costume, put it on, and dance for a little bit.
Bond animatronic won't be performing this week. They got to do an extra week of maintenance on him. So that's a shame, but nothing we can't fix. Luckily, we do have a costume, a Bond costume. The sister company gave it to us a while ago. So, you know, if you want to earn some extra bucks, you might want to pop in that thing. Dance around, tell some jokes, whatever.
The most important thing about this audio, though, is that he says that the next day, the 28th of June, will be the opening day for Bon's Burgers. This will be very important because we all know what happens the first day of the opening.
Another day, another dollar, as they always say. Sorry, just ignore that. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, forget it. Tomorrow is the big day. You excited?
This fourth audio is one of the most important ones. It was created the 1st of July 1974. The important thing about this audio is that the day before, the 30th of June, Susan Woodings died in the backstage because of Bon. So Anthony says that it was actually Felix who fixed Bon.
I bet you're happy to hear. Bon will be back on stage by tomorrow. Yeah, Felix set it up himself, so maybe they worked out the differences after all.
That Felix actually went in the backstage, found Susan Woodings dead, and fixed Bon himself. Felix is telling people that he was the one fixing Bon, so that no one knows who Susan Woodings actually was, and that even Susan Woodings worked in the restaurant. He also says that the backstage will be closed and no one can go in, and that no one is giving him an answer because of that, and that also Bunny is getting apart from the other animatronics so she can go on some repairs, and that the other animatronics will be taken to the men's bathroom until the backstage is opened again.
More bad news. The backstage is now locked for the week. I asked staff for explanations, and they refuse to elaborate. So, Banny will be off the stage for a few days. So keep the curtain on Banny's stage closed. What else? All of the animatronics must be sent to the men's bathroom at night instead of the backstage. So, yeah.
Another very important thing is that Anthony mentions that Rosemary has been going in and out the restaurant every day asking for Jack. He really doesn't know who this Jack is. He refers to them as their husband. This will mean that Felix never told nobody that Jack Walten was a part of the project of Bond's Burgers. They say that Felix decides to fire Rosemary as the art creator, as the art department of Bond's Burgers.
We have a associate. I believe she does the art for the restaurant. She's been coming in a lot lately. She keeps going on about like her husband or something. She's not well. To put it lightly, I don't want to sound mean, but there's something wrong with her, and I believe you know her. You've been talking to her whenever she comes in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, right? And I'm glad you are, helping her. But how do I say this? She's been let go out of the company yesterday, and so it's now a company policy that if a former employee makes any sort of drama inside the restaurant, they'll be permanently banned from entering. So if you see her again, just tell her to keep quiet. It's boss's orders.
There's also this joke from Ivan, which is the voice actor for Bond and the voice actor for Richie. And that's basically all.
You're a natural, whatever.
You're a natural.
It was created the 12th of July 1974. Here, Richie says that there is a birthday party coming up, the 14th, and that Billy will be participating on that birthday party.
We actually have a new one. What's his name? Bobby the Clown. Billy the Clown. Billy. Billy. He just arrived yesterday, actually. Top of the line technology, man. I'll tell you. I was messing with their little radio thing all day. We have a birthday party coming up. Birthday party on the 14th? Yeah, the 14th. We're going to be using the Billy robot.
The thing is that the 14th was also the same day Charles died. And if you remember the Busus minigame in Bunny Farm, you will remember that Charles dies on some kind of birthday. There was like a big cake and some desks. And we know that all the minigames are related to each character's death. So probably in that birthday party something went down at night and Charles ended up dying. Another important thing about this birthday party is that it says that it's for one of the creator's daughters, one of the founder's daughters, Sophie. Most probably Sophie.
It's actually the daughter of one of our associates. What was her name? Forgot her name. Doesn't matter. So yeah, we gotta make it look extra good in there. I might even come over, show up in the Bond costume myself.
We didn't know this before, so now we know that the same birthday party where Billy was presented is the same birthday party where Charles died, and is the same birthday party of Sophie. So this last audio is from the 20th of July 1974, and it's just like the fifth audio, it's a very, very, very important one with a lot of references. So Richie is talking to you from outside Bunch Burgers, and he says that it's surrounded by police. He says that there was a birthday in the morning of the 19th, and that now it's 4 in the morning of the 20th, and the police says that there was a lot of screamings from inside.
Oh, God. I clocked in last night, right? Some staff were still in the restaurant, right? It's all good. It's all okay. 4 in the morning, I get a call from Norman, right, telling me the cops broke into the place, right? Some call about, like, screaming inside the fucking restaurant?
Now, there are two very important things that we can take apart from this. If you guys remember in Bunny Farm, Jenny says that there was one last birthday party that only very few people were invited, and it was like a private party.
What's weird about this is that the last day Bonds was open, they only let like 1 or 2 families in. And they mentioned later that the animatronics, like the entertainers, were completely absent and the curtains closed.
Well, that's odd.
So if you also remember correctly, in Lucky You, there is a date for the last party, and it's also the same date as the one and the Richie is talking about. So we know that the party Jenny is talking about and the party and the Anthony is talking about and the party from Lucky You are the same party. Now, Rosemary also disappeared in that party that day, the 19th. So there was this party for some important people. We still don't know who. It was probably, if I have to guess, Sophie's birthday was for the 14th, and it didn't go well, so they repeated the 20th. Who knows? But the thing is that it was very private, and Rosemary stayed there, getting the restaurant from a back door because Rosemary was banned by Felix, and she got killed by Bon at 4 a.m., and that's when all the police came.
They checked the place. Most doors were locked, so they just shrugged it off anyway. There's nobody inside. But Norman's shutting us down. He said the scene it caused was humiliating. Right? You know, everyone's outside the fucking restaurant claiming somebody got killed.
So yeah. And Richie also says that all animatronics and all the stuff are going to be taken to the K9. And that's the end of the audio logs.
The boss came up with a new plan, alright? He hasn't shared it with Cyberfund yet. But long story short, we gotta take all the fucking items from this place and put them in a truck and take them to the storage place somewhere. He didn't say where. It's big fucking money, dude. Right? It'll only take a few days. You in? Also, just for the record, don't tell this to anyone, okay? See you tomorrow then. See you tomorrow then. Be there at 6. Bond.
Here in BS, I apologize for the confusion regarding the shocking scene from last night. Apparently, screams for help were heard inside our installations. Thanks to the help of the Brighton Police Department, this has been confirmed as a hoax and that nobody has been harmed inside our restaurant. Nevertheless, for budget reasons, we are shutting our doors until further notice. Thanks for joining us on this small adventure. Kindly, the Bunny Smiles family.